Merry meet, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been absent for a while, and I want to explain and give you guys a bit of an update as to why I've been absent from my channel and talk about some stuff. So, first and foremost, if you guys don't follow me on Facebook, at the beginning of this year, I started college. I started going back to college. I'm going to online medical school for healthcare management, which I'm super excited for, and I'm working super hard to keep my grades up. Daily stresses have also been keeping me away as well, as kind of, not really knowing what to put on my channel. I had a really good friend come into town. I have one of those Facebook friends that you can talk to about whatever you want, but she came into town to surprise me because she's on her way over to her new homestead. And people are stupid already this morning. And we spent hours and I out talking, and I told her that I want to get back to making videos on my personal channel because I am a host of Witches of the Moon, but I don't want that to be my only time on YouTube. I want to be able to create my own content, even if some of the content is bounced off of Witches of the Moon to further detail. So, and she's like, well, what's stopping you? I was like, I guess fear of the unknown, not knowing what to put, And she's like, don't let that stop you, just post it. If someone's done it 1,000 times, they haven't done it your way. And I was like, well, that's true. So I'm going to get back on here a lot more, and I'm going to post a lot more videos. I'm going to try to get a setup so I can show you some of my herbal blends and how I do some spell work, and talk a little bit more about my spirituality. That's going to be another part of today's video, is also how my spiritual path has gone this year. Because I did make a statement earlier this year, I think it's What's Happening video or whatever, that I wanted to get away from the books and be more practical. So it's a notification on my phone. Another thing that has started, and I'm on the way to, is I got a new job. So I got a new job at a health care profession, I guess you could say. I won't be dealing with the public, which is a good thing, in my opinion, because I've dealt with the public for the past 7 years, and it can be extremely draining for an empath or anyone who takes on emotions or energy or anything like that. It can be super draining, and it can be tiring to ward yourself every day. And I probably will have to do that here, but I have a really good feeling about it. It was one of those out of the blue coincidences that I landed this job. If anyone's looking for a job out there, this is the weirdest thing. I've been on Career Builder for a while, and I keep a little notebook of all the places that I've applied to, just in case, to keep record. And all of a sudden I get this notification on my phone from Career Builder that's an email. It says, since you've applied to all these places, this place in particular, might pique your interest. And I'm thinking, what the hell? What am I going to lose by applying to this place? Now, before this, as a prequel to it, I've applied to many different places, many different medical places, stating that I'm studying healthcare management and things like that, and I haven't heard anything back. I've gotten a couple rejections, but other than that, from 85% of the places that I've applied to, I've heard nothing. So I was like, I wasn't gonna get my hopes up. Well, that was around 10:45 in the morning. I was at work at Shaman's, and then all of a sudden, or 10:30, and all of a sudden, at 1:15, I get a phone call saying, hey, this is the company you applied for earlier today. We liked your interview, and we want to know if you want to come in for we liked your resume. We want to know if you want to come in for an interview. Get my words mixed up. And I was like, hell yeah. So I had the interview. fantastic. I'll be dealing with insurance claims, which is part of what I've studied already. I get training, of course. I'm not going to be thrown into a new job environment without training. I pray to God. So yeah, I start that today, so I'm super excited. My last day at the smoke shop was Saturday. Let's see. So we'll go into spiritual practice. I don't want this video to be too long because it's just a what's up video. So my spiritual practice, I have gotten to a routine almost. And I'm not a big fan of routines, but I felt like this would make me sense energy and sense spirits and sense deity and my guides a lot better. So if you guys have any books by Jason Miller, either strategic sorcery or protection and defensive magic, I don't think it's in his financial book or his new book, in the spellcraft book. I haven't got that yet, but he says for him there are 3 practices that he does to help him stay connected to spirit, and that is meditation, banishing, and offerings. And I've been working on the meditation. Instead of meditating so much per se, I do a self-healing through Reiki, and just sit around with my hands, relax, and let the energy flow through me. And for the banishment, I do the lesser banishment ritual of pentagram at least twice a week, maybe more if I need be, or I'll go through the house and cleanse. But I think a good energetic banishment is a little bit more than just using Palo Santo or sage to get rid of, get rid of the stuff. Again, that was a notification from my phone. Don't freak out. Let's see. About to turn in. I'm not supposed to be here till 8:30, but I'm here at 8:05 because I want to eat breakfast before I go in because I want to make a good impression. Instead of coming in with a bag of breakfast, I was like, I'm going to come in with not a bag of breakfast. I'm just going to come in. I shouldn't think there would be a spot open that would be close to the door. Alright. Well, so I have been doing that. I've been doing the offerings. I scheduled myself to do. I have myself to do it every Sunday, offering to the spirits of the land, my guides, my deities, things like that. There's a ritual that he has in his book that I love to use. I'm blown out. Then the banishment at least twice a week. I usually do it when I feel it out, when I need to do it. And then meditation. I feel that that's brought me a lot closer to my intuition and to my guides and my guardians and all my spirit family. So, I'm a little nervous about today, but I'm excited too. So, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I do plan on being here a lot more often. Whether I'm just talking about stuff, how I feel about it, or get down to the nitty-gritty and do some history and some different things. I have a lot of different ideas I'm swirling around. So, if there's anything you want to see, of course, let me know in the comment section of how I do stuff. Let me know. Until then, guys, many blessings.